What's going on, guys? I wanted to come on here and make a quick video. This is in response to a good friend of mine. His name is Wilson. And Wilson, you asked what got me into content creation. So I wanted to make a quick video explaining it. Instead of telling you in great fashion, I figure I would simply make a video. So with that said, this video is gonna be epic. Cause I'm a cowboy. Oh man.
And now your mama knows.
Alright guys, to tell this simple story, I just came back from my very first violin lesson and also had a funeral earlier. But I need to get comfortable. So let's do it. Alright, now that feels a lot better. But one last thing. Now that I'm comfortable, let me pull up a chair. So hold on. Alright, so to answer your question, Wilson, so back in 2011, I decided I wanted to just record video, right? And if you notice, some of my earlier videos are shot in like 2 screens. That's because I had the HTC Evo, which was a 3D phone. So I thought it would be cool to record things in 3D. So there you go. But I started dating my girlfriend, which is my wife now, and I started to record a lot of stuff. I recorded her and my kids and her kids, and I just always thought one day they will be able to see these videos. So I recorded pranks we did. I recorded the kids falling asleep in crazy ways. I got a whole series called Who the Heck Falls Asleep Like That? So it was a lot of fun to do that. And then as time went on, I started to stream on Twitch because I was doing a show for a friend of mine. He wanted to do like a one-shot where it would be a Tekken tournament, and he asked me if I could play as the host. So I wanted to also be a part of the show. So I said, well, listen, I want to actually be a contestant. So let me be the host and a contestant because I was pretty good at Tekken. And so I figure, okay, when I'm playing as the host, I have my blazer on and be dressed up. But then when I'm playing as a contestant, I'll take my blazer off, I'll put gloves on, and I'll put a cowboy hat on, right? So it was like split personalities or 2 different people. Did win that tournament too. Yeah, so that's where the cowboy hat came at. And we did about maybe 11 episodes, and they're all on my YouTube channel. And then we had a fallout, so we stopped doing the show. And a friend of mine said, Just Joe, and he said, dude, why don't you do your own show? I said, what do you mean? He said, why don't you do game streaming? It's like,
game streaming? Nobody does game streaming that I know. Game streaming is for losers.
I lied to you. I used to not like game streaming. I used to think, who watches people play video games? So anyway, I looked it up, and I seen that all I needed was a PlayStation camera. So I bought a PlayStation camera. It was like $70, and I got into game streaming. I started streaming on Twitch, and I called it All-Purpose Champion Crew, and it was me, Just Joe, and Monkey Bones Gaming. And we had a fun time, and I would play also with my family. We used to play a lot of H1Z1. It was a lot of fun. So Stadia came around, and I decided, no, hold on, let me back up. Before Stadia came around, I already had my YouTube channel with my family stuff and reviews. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm monetized on Twitch or affiliate, right? But I want to see what it would be like if I was to stream on YouTube, if I would get more traction, because I had, I've been streaming or I've been making videos on YouTube for years. So I tested it, and it was really cool. I had people like Bruce, Mr. Urban World, these names that you guys hear today, they end up finding me because they was like, dude, like Bruce, for instance, he said, dude, I don't really play games that much, but I watched your treadmill video, and I was like, oh, wow, cool. And same thing with Mr. Urban World with different videos that he's seen of mine. So we became cool. I figure it's cool streaming on YouTube because people are finding me from my other videos. So I decided, even though I'm monetized on Twitch or affiliate, whatever you call it, I want to stream on YouTube. Because again, I was just doing it for fun. I was never doing it where I said I want to make money. I was just doing it because it was fun, right? So then I started to do shows because Stadia came around. When Stadia came around, the community kind of got created, and my Stadia stuff was becoming more popular than my all-purpose champion crew stuff. And so my buddy Just Joe was like, "Listen, if you want to make this your scheduled program, it's cool. We'll be okay with that." And I was like, "Nah, man, we've been doing this for over 2 years, and we did every Wednesday." And so he was like, "Yeah, but your Stadia stuff is getting popular." So I switched my Stadia stuff, and at the time, I only had one show, one stream that was Stadia content. I think that was All-Purpose Champ Power Up Plus. Same thing I was doing on Stadia Source because I became a Stadia Source streamer, and people got to know me from streaming for them and being on the Roundtable podcast. So anyway, this whole thing kind of fell in my lap. I was already making content, videos. I was doing movie reviews, I was doing product reviews, I was doing silly videos, vlogs with my family, and then I started the game streaming, and it just all came together, and I live for this stuff. So that's kind of the answer to your question of how this all got started. That's literally how it all happened, and over time I started to get more and more into it. I met Josh Warren, shout outs to him. He was the guy that said you should monetize your channel. And I said, you know what? Maybe I should do it. So I challenged myself with a 1 year. I did it in a year and 30 days. And then it was kind of cool after I accomplished that. I was like, wow, this is cool. And I just kept going with it. And everything's been snowballing. I've been getting different ideas and meeting different people. And so that's pretty much the short end of the story, or the long end of the story. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's how I started creating content. And here we are today. And with that said, Wilson, and now your mama knows.
And now your mama knows.